Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. So as of now, in chapter 3, Discovering Tut, the saga continues in your Hornbill, written by A.R. Williams. I have finished the explanation of this chapter. I have summarized the chapter. Now we are discussing question answers and other exercises. Okay, so let us continue with the question answer discussions and other exercises discussions. Okay, so let us begin. So in the last video we have discussed first question and till second part of second question, what were the results of the CT scan. So now today we are going to discuss from here. List the advances in technology that have improved forensic analysis. So let us discuss the answer. So list the advances in technology that have improved forensic analysis. So with the advancement in technology, it has been made possible for many scientific tests to be carried out in a more accurate way to determine a cause of a crime, X-ray, CT scan, post-mortem, biopsy also, and autopsy are now possible. So these things are now possible because of the advancement in technology. Fourth one, explain the statement King Tut is one of the mummies to be scanned in death as in life. So what does this mean? Tut's mummy was the first one to be X-rayed in 1968 and later in 2005. The first to be scanned through computing tomography, that is CT scan revealed new three-dimensional images of his body which answered many questions. Okay. Now talking about the text. Discuss the following in groups of 2 pairs. Each pair in a group taking opposite points of view. Okay. So you have to make 2 groups, one for and second one for against, and you have to debate on the given topic. Scientific, what were the some points on which you are going to debate? So when your school will reopen, so in class this activity will be done. Okay. So what are the some points which you practice at home, and you decide whether you are going to speak in the favor or whether you are going to speak for against. Scientific intervention is necessary to unearth buried mysteries. Advanced technology gives us conclusive evidence of past events. Traditions, rituals, and funerary practices must be respected. Fourth one, knowledge about the past is useful to complete our knowledge of the world we live in. So these are some points on which you have to prepare a debate. Okay, so let us make some suggestive point, some value point for the first one. You can make points your own. Okay, so you can make on your own points. Here I am going to mention some points, but it is not like that you are going to write the same points. Some creative points you can collect and debate for the same will be done when your school will reopen. For the first one, for favor, for favor. For the first one, for. To understand the mysteries and history of the past, it is necessary to unearth certain buried mysteries. It can help to get the answers to the questions and gives us an idea about past lives and how they used to live. Example, the scientific intervention of Indus civilization. Okay, so more points and more examples you can include. Now next point, for against. There is no doubt that scientific intervention can be useful, but it exploits with the valuable assets buried. We can utilize the money involved in investigation of the mummies to help develop the resources. So this is very important line which you can use while speaking on this topic, against this topic. Okay, now second one, more points you can make on your own. Okay, second one, for with that what is the topic? Advanced technology gives us conclusive evidence of past events. So for favor, for with the advanced technology, it helps us to know about the past and those who were involved, such as through CT scan it was possible to get an idea about King Tut and his body. It helped solve mysteries about death. It provides data for forensic reconstruction, and satellite images help find burial sites. So through different software, date and time of an event occurred in the past can be calculated. So this is the advantage of advanced technology. Okay, now what is against for the same? After CT scan result images of Tut, still no conclusion could be drawn. Instead of focusing and using the time and money on past events, the government should focus on the present and future. Third one, traditions, rituals, and funerary practices must be respected. For every religion has its own tradition, rituals, and funerary practices which must be respected. It should not be disturbed as Carter did with the King Tut's tomb. So it should not be done. Now 1 point for against. There are many speculations made for ancient history, traditions, rituals, and funerary practices which should be cleared in order to know the truth. The people living in modern time should follow anything which can endanger their lives or make the conflict between communities. So they should not follow anything blindly. Okay. A more stronger points you can collect. Fourth one, knowledge about the past is useful to complete our knowledge of the world we live in. So for favor, for knowledge of past events and important personalities help us understand where our roots are from. It helps us to know how our modern world was formed gradually from past experiences. Our lessons from past experiences and past lessons, we learn not to commit the same mistake, or we are gradually more alert. So knowing about King Tut's life and getting answers to the questions helped us understand Pharaoh dynasty and the Egypt empire. Okay. Now against. Always digging the past doesn't help, as it only wastes the time and resources. No one can change the past, and we cannot change what already has happened. So we should focus on what present and future will bring for us, and we must work to make our tomorrow better. Okay. Instead of focusing on what happened yesterday, which cannot help us. Okay. So these are some points. You can make your own creative sentences for favor and for against. Now thinking about language. First one, read the following piece of information from the Encyclopedia of Language by David Crystal. So let us go through it. Egyptian is now extinct. Its history dates from before the 3rd millennium BC, preserved in many hieroglyphic inscriptions. It is hieroglyphic inscriptions and papyrus manuscripts around the 2nd century AD. It developed into a language known as Coptic. Coptic may still have been used as late as the early 19th century. And is still used as a religious language by Monophysite Christians in Egypt. So now what is the question? On the basis of what we have read, we have to answer these questions. What do you think are the reasons for the extinction of languages? So what were the reasons? So here we have to give the reason for extinction of languages. You know what happens? How a language extinct? When ruler comes from another countries, they attack the countries and they become the ruler. So they impose their own language on the people. So thus the previous language extincts. Okay, so how can we answer this question? So a language can become extinct due to many reasons. If the world adopts with technology and advancement, they make changes accordingly. Example, the Sanskrit language cannot be seen used on a daily basis by people. However, in ancient times, it was a language used both verbally and in writing. Also, if some level of restrictions is imposed on a certain class of people not to use a language, so then at this point it can become extinct gradually. So these are some possible reasons for extinction of a language. Okay, third one, do you think it is important to preserve languages? Yes, of course, why not? Yes, it is very important to preserve languages as it helps us to understand our culture and traditions. It helps in cultural development and it helps us to connect with the important past events. It gives us knowledge about literature and the history of the language. So it is very important to preserve your language. Fourth one, in what ways do you think we could help prevent the extinction of language and dialects? So how can we prevent our language or dialects? So we could help prevent the extinction of languages and dialects in the following ways. So by including the teaching of languages and dialects in school and college curriculums, and second, by promoting the use of language and dialects verbally, and third, by conducting seminars and plays to pass the knowledge of languages and dialects to normal people, and fourth one, by inviting people to take a few months course about learning languages and dialects. Okay, so these are some suggestive points by which we can help prevent the extinction of language. You can use your own creative ideas to answer this question. Okay, let us move to the next question. Working with words. So first one, given below are interesting combinations of words. Explain why they have been used together. First one, ghostly dust devils. So simply you have to explain the words. It refers to the danger of dusty winds, of frightful movements on those people who tries to disturb the king. Second, desert sky. So it refers to the dusty sky of the desert. Third one, stunning artifacts. So it refers to the beautiful items which were found in the tomb. Next one is funerary treasures. So the gold items which were kept while burying the king, because Egyptians believed that there is an afterlife. Okay. Fifth one, scientific detachment. It refers to the indifference towards science, as Carter said something else than Zahi Hawass. He said something else, so it shows what it refers the indifference towards science. Dark bellied clouds. Dark clouds containing rain. Seventh one, cascade grey. It refers to the stars were covered by dark bellied clouds, the way jewels are kept in a casket box. Next one, eternal brilliance. So it refers to the timeless luster and the shine of gold and other valuable items of the king. Ritual resins. So it is a customary duty in the process of burying a dead body. So that is ritual resins. 10th one, virtual body. So three-dimensional body created by CT scan. It was virtual body. Here are some commonly used medical terms. Find out their meanings. CT scan. So you must have heard this name. It is a three-dimensional scan of a body with the help of hundreds of X-ray in cross section together. Next is MRI. So you also must have heard this name. It is magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, a medical examination by the help of strong magnetic field and radio waves to create a detailed image of the organ of the body. So that is MRI. Tomography, a technique used to display a cross section of a human body using hundreds of X-rays or ultrasound. Okay, that is called a tomography. Autopsy, a post-mortem examination used to discover the cause of death of the dead person. That is autopsy. Dialysis, the process of purification of blood with the help of a machine which work as a substitute of kidney. So that is dialysis. ECG, so also known as electrocardiography. So it is a process to test the signs of heart disease by recording the electrical activity through small electrodes attached to the chest, arms and legs. Okay. Next is post-mortem. Post-mortem, it is an examination of dead body to know the cause of death. Next is angiography. So radiography of blood or lymph vessels, that is called angiography. Next is biopsy. So biopsy is examination of tissue removed from a living being to know the reason for the disease. Okay, it's all about the chapter. So let us discuss some extra questions and their answer, then some questions, some extra questions for practice. Okay, so you must pause the video and write down all the question answer, okay, and all the extra questions for practice. So let us begin. Discovering Truth, the saga continues by A.R. Williams. Discovering Truth, the saga continues, gives an insight into the mystery surrounding the life and death of Tutankhamun, the last teenage ruler of the powerful Pharaoh dynasty that had ruled Egypt for centuries. King Tut was the last ruler of his family's line, and his funeral brought an end to this powerful dynasty. Tut's father or grandfather, Amenhotep III, was a powerful pharaoh who helped for about 4 decades during the dynasty's golden age. His son Amenhotep IV shocked the country by attacking Amun, a major god, smashing his images and closing all his temples. He changed his name to Akhenaten and promoted the worship of Aten or the sun disk. After his death, a mysterious ruler, Smonkhare, appeared briefly and excited with hardly a trace. When took over, he changed his name from Tutankhaten to Tutankhamun and restored the old ways. However, Tut ruled for 9 years and then died mysteriously. Funerary treasures. In 22, his tomb was discovered by Howard Carter. Tut was buried with everyday things that he would want in the afterlife: board games, bronze razor, linen undergarments, cases of food and wine, a shroud adorned with garlands of olive leaves with celery, lotus petals and cornflowers, evidence of burial in March-April, glittering goods, precious necklaces, bracelets, rings, sandals, and now iconic inner coffins and masks, all of pure gold. The ritual resins had 100, thereby cementing Tut to the bottom of his solid gold coffin. Carter finally had to chisel the mummy away. Now, intriguing mystery of death of King Tut through computed tomography. City So in 1968, an anatomy professor x-rayed the mummy and revealed that Tut's breastbone and front ribs were missing. This fact gives us a clue that Tut, in all livelihood, did not die a natural death. At 6 p.m. on 5th January 2005, Tut's mummy was scanned under the supervision of Zahi Hawass, Secretary General of Egypt, Supreme Council of Antiques. A portable CT scan denoted by National Geographic Society and Siemens scanned the mummy head to toe and record the minutest detail. Curse of the Pharaoh. The fans of the CT scan machine got stuck with the sand and stopped working. Then the guards jokingly said, "It is the curse of the Pharaoh." Later, another pair of white plastic fans were arranged, which worked well enough. Less than 3 hours after he was removed from his coffin, the Pharaoh again rested in peace in his tomb. Okay. So now some extra questions. You must note down all the questions and their answer. You can pause the video. Okay. Who was Tutankhamun? Tutankhamun was a pharaoh of ancient Egypt. He was the last heir of royal family that had ruled Egypt for centuries. How did Carter separate Tut's mummy from coffin? So the solidified resins had cemented Tut's mummy to the bottom of his coffin. Carter tried to loosen the resins in sun's heat, but couldn't succeed. At last, he used a chisel to separate Tut's mummy from coffin. Next, why was Tut's body buried along with the gilded treasures? So in Tut's time, the royals thought that they could take their riches to the afterlife. So Tut's body was also buried with the along with a lot of gold and things of everyday need. Why did the boy king change his name from Tutankhaten to Tutankhamun? So Amun was the major god of ancient Egypt, but the previous king had made his people worship the sun god Aten. So he smashed all images of Amun and closed his temples. So when young Tut took the throne, he rested the old ways. He changed his own name from Tutankhaten to Tutankhamun, which means living image of Amun. So what startling fact was revealed about Tut in 1968? In 1968, Tut's mummy was x-rayed. It revealed a startling fact that the breastbone and the front ribs were found missing in the chest. It suggested that Tut might not have died a natural death. He could have been murdered. So what did Amenhotep IV do when he became pharaoh? So Amenhotep made his people worship the sun god Aten. So he smashed all the images of Amun and closed his temples. He even changed his religious capital from Thebes to new city of Akhenaten. So it's all about the chapter. Now these are short answer type questions for practice. So you must pause the video. Okay, pause the video and write down all the questions and write their answers and practice them. Okay. So simply pause the video and write down all the question answer. long answer type questions. Okay students, thank you for watching.